Oh, I've been working. I think of this. Hey guys, we're back at it again with another Highway Blossom. Right now it's currently 3 in the morning. I'm recording this. You're like, guys, you guys are telling me go to sleep, get your hours. Well, it's because I have a trip like 6 in the morning. Like I have a meeting time like at 5. I want to say like 45, 50 a.m. in the morning. I know damn well I'm not gonna go back to sleep because I woke up and I was like, ugh. I woke up right now like at 3:30 and I was like, oh, like I'm not gonna go back to sleep. But yeah, enough about that though. Enough about that, my horrible sleeping schedule. We're back again. A little recap from last time. I guess Amber was over here driving around and she found Marina stranded because Marina wanted to look at some damn treasures everyone's hyping up about. So now, without further ado, we have our gas tank and we came back. Apparently, it's gone, even though we've been gone for just a few minutes. But yeah, well, let's see how that goes. We stare at the empty space once the house had a certain ugly car. That one's house had a certain ugly car. I looked in every conceivable direction, but there's nothing but an ocean of sand, a never-ending stretch of road. Was it towed? Someone stole that shit. Sell it for parts. No, not here. Not this quick. Where the hell did it go? Yeah, this is kind of weird, isn't it? Marina's hands rest against her cheeks as she looks on with only mild confusion, like she's trying to solve a small mystery. Your car is missing. That's more than a little weird. Well, it's actually my big brother's car. He just lent it to me when he left for college. Oh, well, that makes everything better then. Really? Sarcasm girl. No! A little heavy sigh and pressed my fingers to my temple, attempting to massage away the stress and irritation. It was probably stolen. We'll need to call the police. You have a phone, right? I do, but... Her voice trails off a cliff. What she said earlier echoes in my mind. That's right, you said it was dead. I'm guessing you left it in your car. Yeah. Well, that's just great. Don't you have one? Nope, never needed one. Afraid no one will call you? Like you see, that's not it. We just don't like his howl for some reason. Not quite. I shield my eyes and look up the dry sky. Its color has shifted to a glowing orange as sunset begins to settle over the distant valley peaks. It's going to get dark pretty soon. Don't worry, Amber. I would call you. I just can't. I can't just leave her. Even if she did have a phone, it would take forever before anyone could get out of here. She'd go burning up from the heat to freezing out in the cold within a few hours. Plus, if there are people around who would steal cars, then there's no telling who else is out here. I can already see how this would go down. She would be huddled on the side of the road, trying to keep warm. A pack of coyotes would be howling all around her, closing in. And then from down the road, a starved creep would pull up in a trashy old pickup truck, open his door for her, and... Oh god. Hey, where are you from, if you don't mind me asking? Oh, I'm from Carlsbad. She pauses for a moment. Or at least kinda close to it. It's a little out of the way. Carlsbad? You're from California? No, silly. Carlsbad, New Mexico. Oh, right. Had me going there for a second. How's far as that? 2 hours from here. Wow, you didn't even get very far at all, did you? Marna lowers her head in shame. I never really seem to. Though I'm not really one to talk, I've been on the road less than a day. Would have gone further if traffic on the 1 through 40 wasn't a pain in the butt, or if I didn't pick up Marna. Hey, listen, you don't live too far. If you want, I could probably give you a lift back home. Probably gonna want to steal damn treasure hunt, so might hesitate up for a bit. I prepped myself for an explosion of thankful energy and excitement. But there isn't one. Instead, she continues to stare at the ground. Her hands now balled up in a fist as she fidgets over so slightly. Something wrong? She shifts her gaze from the ground and looks me straight in the eyes, drawing a deep, long breath. Remember the treasure we were talking about at the store? Yeah. I know it's a lot to ask, and you've already helped me so much already. But do you think you could take me the first place the treasure is? Aw. She wants to keep going? Even after this entire disaster? The treasure! Could you take me to the first? I heard you the first time. It's just... You don't even know if the thing's real, but you dropped everything to go look for it. And now you're asking someone you just met in the middle of the desert to take you to it. Even though you don't even know if it's real, and I've just had your car stolen? Did I catch all that? Uh-huh. Shameless. I'm at loss for words. How do I even respond to that? I tried to recollect my thoughts, but only words would come to mind. Why? Marna shrugs. Nothing more than that, she just shrugs. I take a look at her, a good look. Her wavy hair has been dried out by the hot desert air. Her face is red and drenched in sweat, probably close to melting off her makeup. Even her nice clothes are all little ruffled. But despite all that, this cute, peppy girl wants to keep pressing on. Even when most people would have just called it quits after the car broke down. Even not here by herself. All by herself. For all I know, she could be some weirdo out to mug me, and this is all some elaborate scheme. But she wants my help. My help. It's been a while since anyone has needed that. It's like an honor. Do I deserve that? Probably not. But still, she's still asking, why should I say no? I don't have to be in California for another weeks. And isn't that why I'm taking this trip? To see the sights for him? She's a little excitable and even more naive, but maybe I need a little bit of that. It's a lot better than just being out here all by myself with nothing but ghosts and of my memories to keep me company, even if it's just a little while. Why the hell not? Hop in. For real? Yeah, for real. But only the first location. After that, the breath is forced out of me and a sharp impact on Marna, tackling my stomach. A warm but damp sensation wraps itself tightly around me. A dead weight snuggles up against my chest. Whoa. Take it. What are you doing? I'm hugging you, silly. My cheeks grow warmer with each passing second. I try to wiggle my way out, but she stays latched on, her grip getting tighter and tighter. Arnett, please. You're all sweaty. Sorry, I'm just super happy. She unlatches herself, letting me clear my throat and recollect myself. Anyway, let's get inside. I'm burning up out here. We clamber back inside the mother home, leaving the dirty hellishness behind. So it is a motor home. Wow, pretty nice. I turn the ignition and let the AC blast the RV stuffiness. Laying out breaths, a sigh of relief, Martin and I collapse back into our seats. Alright, so where's the first piece of the treasure? Well... You have no idea, do you? That's not true! The news said it's a part of it's somewhere in here in New Mexico, probably. Not surprised at all. Should have seen this coming. You have the journal. I have the journal from the convenience store. Yeah. She hands the cheap paper back to me, and the cover feels like it could fall apart at the turn of a page. The whole thing is fitting of its rustic design. I slid my thumb across the edges and flipped through the pages, tick forwards and passages, commenting on the journal's historical significance. Skip past my eyes, most long enough to be their own book. Finally, a photocopied picture of the original entries appear, preserving the fading cursive lettering. The entire thing printed on the next page over. Crusting brown stains and wrinkles engraved the photo. Some of the writing had been scratched out too, like someone made mistakes and couldn't erase them. So wacky, bruh. Really gonna trust this thing? What if we end up somewhere weird? I hate to admit it, but for something that's probably a sham, things look pretty authentic, does it now? Like we're going back to the gold rush, you know? With a bounty and satisfaction in hand, and I am now homeward bound, the perilous journey forthcoming. Through my unrivaled intellect and unmatched ambition, I have succeeded in accomplishing that many believe no longer prove profitable. Of course, this only comes as a surprise to those around me, not myself. I had traveled this way on the trail, with many others from Missouri territory, but as my typical characteristic success grew, I could sense the envious stares among my so-called peers. The danger eventually became so great that I wished to flee, but my companions left before I woke. For the reason you may ask, I do not know. It is with in mind that I have taken it upon myself to leave a note for one of my fellow prospectors, and to borrow his stead, so that I may one day return to settle with my family. But if this journal has taught me anything thus far, it's that the jealous combine fucking oh my gosh. Girl. Yeah, I'm not reading all this crap. Where should I actually start? Girl, you should at least read all of it. My goodness, took it away before I could even see it. Let's see. If you left California, lived in Missouri, I suppose you hit something in New Mexico, like Martin said. Then, what we're looking for is likely a later entry. Here we are. Alas, I have reached the final point of the division in my travels. During the stay among the ruined sanctuary, the rogue native, Lamasi, had informed me of the landmark that was rich in the mythos of his people, considered sacred. He said that the chance of gold being discovered would be very slim. He referred to it as a winged rock, a monument erected towards the sky. After my previous detour, I have finally arrived. It is with much disbelief I say, my friend Lamasi was right. It is not just a monument erected towards the sky. It is a mountain, almost as if the Lord himself had stuck up the earth among the sand. It is guarded by the trails of rock around it, all branching from the mother rock. Oh, this journal? I have encountered many different sights, dangers, and yes, even occasional friend. As I look upon the mountain before me, I am reminded once more that there are things bigger and greater than I am. Although I am not yet rid of this cough, my soul has been humbled and removed of fatigue. I think of no better place to store the last of my gold. I anxiously await the day I return. You can read the previously seen entries by clicking the juice. Oh, okay. So I just click J. That's actually pretty unique. Oh, the prologue and the ship. So, yeah, it seems like we might have to collect the entries to kind of figure our way through the freaking gold rush, you know? Wow, that's pretty unique. And then I could just click here too. Okay, pretty neat. What does it say? The gist of it is that it's near a big rock and a bunch of little rocks. That should narrow it down, right? Yeah, to the entire state of New Mexico. Marna gasps and lunges towards the journal, the muscles in her neck tense and eyes wide with panic. That can't be the only thing he mentioned. There has to be more. I raise the journal high above me so she can't reach it, using my hands as a blockade against her head as she desperately tries to grasp for it. Jeez, relax for a second. I actually have a pretty good idea of where it might be. She settles down, still stiff with anxiety, nibbling on the tip of her thumb. I lower the book back down and read over the entry one more time, just to make sure. There's a bar of it where it calls it a winged rock. Assuming my years of reading travels and guides and brochures were entirely useless, then I'm pretty sure that's a loose translation of what the Navajo used to call ship rock. There's a ship out in the desert? Whoa. I peer over the journal. Marna's imagination's going bonkers, her eyes alight as she tries to wrap her head around such a novelty even existing. How long have you lived in New Mexico? Marna wells up it with pride, only to deflate like a balloon before speaking, instead choosing to blow a misplaced strand of hair out of the way. All my life. I sigh and slam the journal shut. It's a small mountain near the border of New Mexico, and Utah that's vaguely shaped like a ship. Oh, okay, that makes way more sense. I'm surprised you haven't heard of it. Thing's a landmark. Yeah. But hey, at least I know now. Shrugging, I put away the journal and smirk. Misplaced as it might be, her cheeriness is a good mix up from the norm. Do you think the treasure might be there? Don't know, but it's worth a shot. We don't have anything else to go on. Sure you don't want me to just take you home? Marna hesitates for a moment, turning to the windshield as if to dodge the question with her eyes. No, I think I want to do this. Alright then. Ugh, I need a little water break. I put the car in drive and look ahead. Oh, that water tastes awful. Ugh, ugh. The sun has set. Blue shade of dusk rising up to take its place. I press down on the gas. Marna turns to me and smiles. Let's hit the road. Sun has long since set and given way to darkness. Only my headlights remain, illuminating the road and silhouetting the small rock formations around us. I've been alternating between the old tape and the new ones, immediately throwing on the old tape after finishing a new one, and vice versa. I haven't had any complaints from Marna. She's been sitting on my side the entire time, softly humming off a key to the music. She seems to be the type to just accept things as they are, like her car being stolen or that treasure. It's still a big deal. I'll tweak out. Girl has some Guess, yeah, she's well composed in these situations. Good composure. I was tweaked out, guys. Especially that treasure. And to make it worse, it's not just her. Probably it's some phenomenon now. Who made this trend, guys? Who over here populates this gold rush thing? Goes to show how much I keep up with current events. The whole thing smells like a scam. I bet somewhere with all the big shots from that publishing house all gathered up in the corporate tower, laughing at the idiots they ripped off with that book. It's like, literally probably in clearance or something. Christ. I'm even starting to sound like him. The music turns to static before the cassette is silent by a loud click. I ejected and reached for his old tape again. Marna noticed and taking the opportunity to break the long-held silence. So do you like music a lot? Yeah, I guess. I figured you've been playing those tapes this entire time. She picks up one of the tapes of the center console and inspects it, going as far as to poke her pinky through one of the holes. Though I'm not sure what you call this type of music. Yeah, I've just been playing whatever, mostly jazz, fusion, and alt country. Threw some new age crap in there for good measure. Most of these are mixtapes I made when I was little. Cool. Any names I'd recognize? She peeked at me through the holes of the cassette, wearing a wide, genuine smile. Probably not. Oh, come on, try me. Why not? Maybe I'm not giving her enough credit. You know, Gabriel, Garutu, Weather Report, Donovan, Metheny. Marna gives me a sage-like nods and grunts of understanding as I list off the names. You have no idea who any of them are, do you? Not a clue. That's what I thought. Sorry, I just usually listen to whatever is on the radio. I crack a slight smile. It's alright, I can see how it might be hard to get into. My gramps used to call it road trip music. I still think it's nice though. It's making you really happy. You'd think so. She taps her finger gently against my cheek. I pull away a little, but let her do it anyway. Yeah, why else would you be smiling? I've never really thought of whether it made me happy before, but I do not know. It made him happy. I know it made him happy, so that's good enough for me. That's actually why I'm going to California, you know, for a music festival. For real? Where? Not far from Palm Springs. Palm Springs? Whoa. Okay, but Palm Springs? Like the actual Palm Springs? I remember my friend went there. Pretty nice. Don't know if there are any other Palm Springs in California, but yeah, they do it every year for a few weekends. I went to my first concert a little while ago before I graduated. She rests her head against the window and stares at the road ahead, her smile fading but still there. It was so much fun. The entire weekend of that sounds super awesome. Nah, ain't that cool. Marna flings her head away from the window and turns to me. Now she's staring at me like I'm crazy. How could you even say that? It's the coolest thing ever. I wouldn't even be able to wait. I just want to see all the bands. Jeez, relax. Not like I'm taking it for granted. It's just that there's only one group I know I want to see so far. That's right, his favorite group. Just one? He was so excited when he got the tickets. Just one that I'm excited for. I'll watch a bunch though. Releasing a long sigh, Marna eases back into her seat. Oh, good. I was afraid you were going to head on home after you saw your group. You crazy? Like, I to at least have a little fun before worrying about all the expenses I gotta deal with. Expenses? Damn it. Ah, it's nothing. She gasped. Are you in debt? Is it a college loan? My brother said those aren't fun to deal with at all. Got too comfortable. Should have just kept my trap shut. Or did you just spend too much on your tick? Without warning, I swerve off to the side of the road onto the rocky sand, cutting Marna off, nearly giving her a heart attack. Whoa. Let's calm down now. We're here trying not to crash. Marna shoots me a worried glance, her face still pale. Oh my god! What was that? Are you okay? I pinch the bridge of my nose and elbows on the wheel. Amber? I've been driving all day. I'm a little tired. Where are we? A little outside. What's it? Albuquerque? Albuquerque? I can't freaking pronounce that word. Albuquerque. So we aren't too far now. We'll sleep here tonight and drive to Shiprock first thing in the morning. Wow, it's night. It's a new type of day. Feeling the ignition. I climbed out the seat and into the living quarters. Marna trails behind me. Sorry guys, my voice kind of hurts for some reason, but yeah. I yank open the bathroom's Velcro latched cupboards. Inside a folded stack with a blanket, cheap pillow, and my old gym clothes from school. I scoop them up and toss them to Marna. She scrambles to catch it, desperately balancing them as they lean out her arms. Sorry about the clothes, I don't have any actual pajamas. You can sleep on the couch, it folds out into a bed. Oh, okay. Alright then, see you in the morning. With that, I step back into the room and slam the sliding door before collapsing on the oversized bed. Even in the darkness, I can make out pictures hanging on the wall. Once upon a time, they were generic scenic pictures. Now they're photos of me and Grams. My favorite one is the one of us in front of the museum for music. In front of the museum for music. Rock and roll to be specific. I was just a little pipsqueak back then, holding up an autographed vinyl sleeve that was about the size of my head. He was by my side, squatting down and ruffling my hair as I gave the biggest smile I could even with my missing teeth. I let a sign fixate on the ceiling skylight, a small sliver of the moonlight shining through. It feels like an eternity since I last lay down in this bed. I remember it felt like being hugged by a cloud. Now it feels like concrete. Tiny creaks of sounds from the room next door, accompanied by Marina's little squeaks of determination as she struggles with the fold-out bed, until finally I hear a loud thud. Ugh! I can't help but smirk a little. I should have warned her that it was heavy. The room over goes silent. I hope it didn't crush her. Luckily, I soon hear footsteps tiptoeing across the carpet. Then on the bathroom tile, they stop outside my door. Hey, are you awake? Her voice is weak, barely above a whisper. It's almost impossible to hear. It's muffled through the door. Let me do some good voice acting. I know I said a lot, but I really mean it. Thanks, Amber. Good night. I continue to stay silent in the dark, and the ceiling looks like it's constantly changing in size and dimensions, sometimes getting bigger. At further away, other times getting close and small. Blur. I looked down, though the crack under the door, I could see her shadow, turning around to leave. The words slip out of my mouth before she can even take her first step. Night, kiddo. Oh. Okay. What's going on? Yes, that's Highway Blossoms. Just like the interlude or whatever you call it. Okay, this is where we're gonna end it off, guys. Cause my voice fucking hurts on here. Wow. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed that little segment of Highway Blossoms. Really interesting so far. They're over here talking about the whole situation still with the gold rush. I like how Amber's gonna help out Marina, and it's gonna be an interesting development, cause they're over here like, you know, I guess sticking together, they're getting closer, trying to find this treasure, bunch of looking for stuff, you know, basically putting the pieces together to find this treasure. And yeah, hope you guys enjoy it, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye! Subscribe for more Highway Blossoms.